to YouTube, to Twitter Live as well. Over here. Perfect. I could see that we're already connected. I'm going to play the 30 or 20-second counting down video. So we're going to officially start today's session right here. Hello, everyone. GMG. It's always great to see you all over here. It's about 10 a.m. New York City right now, and we're glad to have. Wow, we have already got several hundred views when we just started today's live session. So happy to see everyone over here. This is Moonlight, your host on Binance Live over here. And we are also live streaming across different platforms, including but not limited to YouTube, Twitch, and our Twitter Live. Now, I would like to first drop a round of crypto boxes for everyone who are here already waiting for us. Thank you for your patience. And we are very happy to have a group of 3 friends over here, and they are from Should I pronounce Umoja or Umoja?
Yeah, Umoja, you got it.
Yeah, okay, perfect. Thank you. We have a good friends from Umoja over here. They are Tiffany, Tara, and Dalton, the founder, head of content, and CFO over here. And I actually checked their website the other day, and I was quite touched because they are doing something different than other Web3 projects, because digital art for the greater good. So we would like to dig in more today and learn about what is their vision and what they plan to do and what they are doing and how we could be part of it as well. Let's first invite Tiffany to introduce yourself. And well, we would normally do ladies first. So Tiffany, Tara, and Dalton, how about that order? Thank you so much.
Perfect. Yeah, thanks so much, Moonlight. Hey, everyone. My name is Tiffany. I'm the founder of Umoja. I have been working in blockchain for the past 5 years as the head of design for Stellar, if you're familiar with the our crypto XLM, and have been hyper-focused on applying blockchain to real-life use cases. Very much inspired the mission behind this project, which is to use Web3 and NFTs to do a bit of good in the world and to try our best to help actual people who really need it the most. And really excited to be chatting with everyone today and to share a little more about this project.
Hi, I'm Tara. I'm the head of content here at Umoja. I actually do not have a background in Web3, but I do have an extensive marketing background. I've worked across the advertising industry for a decade now, and really looking forward to having this opportunity to break out of that industry and do something that has, real world impact and can make positive change in the world. So excited to talk to you all more.
Awesome. You all look so young, already have experience for about a decade. That is amazing. And next, we would like to invite Dalton to...
I was just going to say, Moonlight, it's the filter, I swear. There's
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well...
Yeah, behind the scene, I would like to know more. Thank you.
Sounds good. Hi, everybody. My name's Dalton Roth. I'm the CFO over at Umoja. I guess... I like to describe myself as a growth-focused revenue strategist. I've got about 11 years in the revenue operations space. The last 6 years, I've been working in cybersecurity, working in revenue operations, and really trying to maximize how to make data-driven decisions to scale organizations. Right now, my number one priority with Umoja is to make sure that every dollar that we are responsible for goes towards Umoja's mission. I don't know if we've gotten too far into Umoja just behind the scenes, but just to kind of give you guys a preface, the Umoja mission is really to enhance the quality of life of the children the foundation we partner with overseas represents. Our goal, I guess, the three of us and plus our founder, or one of our founding team members that can't join us today, we're really here just to kind of lay the groundwork for Umoja, not only to launch into momentum with our mint starting on the 28th, but really to help secure the longevity of continuous aid for people directly in need that we can directly have an impact on. So I'm really excited to hang out with everybody here on this call today.
That is perfect. Thanks for Dawson. And then CFO, right? So you are you need to pay attention to the financial part. And I like the way that you say you wanted to spend every penny, right, to the right case. And so later we would like to talk about what made you all wanted to create such a project, and especially how it is connected with Web3 and NFTs, because we're very curious, and the artwork is definitely great. Also, are there any specific target groups that you are trying to help right now? And how about what we know the war is happening, right, in a lot of places in the world? Would you also help children over here who get impacted, and how could you reach out to them over there? So I actually got a ton of questions after I visited the website, and I was so touched, because normally when we have projects over here, they were talking about layer 2, right, or other DeFi project or GameFi and SocialFi, right, recently, or meme tokens, right? But we don't really have a lot of projects they are focusing on charitable issues, right? So definitely wanted to, if you all have time, would like to have you stay a bit longer than our usual session, so we could learn more about you, and then perhaps other project who are watching us on Binance Live, or other audience who are watching us on Binance, and maybe they also wanted to, when they want to be part of your team or part of a community, how we could join the force and then do anything that we could do. So we would like to jump in to talk about the vision and why you want to start this project. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll kind of jump in there. Just to give a little backstory, my main focus in my career has been around design, specifically human-centered design, and my kind of like full-time role is around running an app called Vibrant App that allows people in Argentina and other high inflation countries access to USDC. And it's from that I really kind of saw what, Web3 blockchain can actually do for real people in the world. I think in the US, it can be almost like a recreational sport to be into cryptocurrencies and NFTs and all of that type of thing. But in other parts of the world, it's more of a necessity to escape inflation or devaluation. And, personally, I have kind of always felt a calling to do what I can to help individuals who, just by the luck of the draw, didn't have the same opportunities as people like, us here in New York City, very fortunate. And, how Umoja kind of came to be is a little bit of just a perfect storm. I wanted to try to figure out a way to support a smaller organization. I have given to larger charities in the past, and I just don't really love the lack of transparency. You don't really know where that money goes at the end of the day. And I kind of stumbled across Stasa Ministries Orphanage Uganda, who is our partner. And, it kind of first kicked off with me just kind of sending a small donation. Soon after that, I started talking more and more to the director of the orphanage. We became better friends. He kind of filled me in more on really their financial state. And I kind of put myself in the position of sending relief aid kind of just directly. And when I learned that the orphanage itself was at risk of displacement, and kind of what the cost would be to basically help just secure that land for them, it felt very clear to me that I should step in and help these individuals. And I think once I did that, and I could see my name as well as the administrator there on a document that showed that wow, I kind of own land in Uganda. It was almost like lightning struck, and I realized that I had to take it a step further. And I think that where we were, I guess really where we are now, with tools coming out that allow people who don't have technical backgrounds, aren't Solidity developers, or they the ability to build things. With Umoja is a combination of, we use Manifold to build our smart contracts. It's important to us that we do own the smart contract. Tools like Midjourney came to light. Things that kind of allowed us to harness these different tools without necessarily needing to have a ton of technical prowess in order to help these individuals. And I think it kind of just came together quite quickly, how we could take all of these individual moving parts and bring them together into one mission that's aimed, at least at this very first stage of the project, at like helping these real life individuals, because really every dollar that goes there makes a huge difference in their lives. And for us, we want to figure out how to not just like create a process that works, but how to create a process that scales so that we can bring this to other places. How we can help individuals, whether it's in a long-term state, like what we're doing with Dawson Ministries Uganda, or like you mentioned, people who are in, war-torn areas where we can't quite predict that that's going to happen, but we can be there to help out when it does.
I see. So yeah, through blockchain technologies, I kind of like we could help a lot of people around the world, right? That is perfect. And but how do you divide, the amount that you serve? Like, how do you arrange that, right? How do you decide who and what cases that you would like to help through? Did you just mention that through the organization from Uganda, or do you also have other other groups that are helping you to help the local people there?
Yeah, I can take this one, Tiffany. I think right now our main priority is Dasom Ministries, and we really don't know how this will evolve. I think right now Umoja Foundation is in its first iteration where we are trying to create the formula for continuous aid, and I think that we have our sight set really high. We don't want to just stop at helping a finite amount of people. We want to perfect the formula, make sure that we're taking care of our partners, and see how this grows and how this scales. I think first and foremost, we'll create milestones right now for the organization we're partnering with. And back to Tiffany's point about transparency, we want to make sure that those who are a part of the emoji community see the good that they are participating in. We want to be able to, I guess, publish every step of the way on ways we've been able to contribute back to the organizations, the children in need, the children who are imagining these beautiful images that we get to curate using blockchain technology. So back to your point, Moonlight. So I guess to answer your question in a long-winded way, I don't think we're going to stop anytime soon at just one pocket of people. I think we want to broaden our reach and see where we can take this thing. But I guess it all starts now, and I guess right now is the litmus test on what kind of momentum we can build just to promote longevity.
Got it. Thank you. And Tara, well, from your role as a head of content, so maybe at this moment is the right moment that we could share the website. How about everyone? Yeah, what do you think? Yes. Because talking about content, when I first visited Umoja's website, I was actually touched because they also post a lot of blogs over there, and each of the blog title, oh my goodness, so touching. Actually, today's AMA title was from your website, Digital Art for the Greater Good. I definitely want to shout out to Tara, great content creator. And would you like to tell us any specific blogs that you would like to share with our community members over here, that what also made you wanted to write this information and what are they about? Thank you.
Yeah, well, I think to piggyback off of both Tiff and Dalton's points about transparency, one of our big priorities is to have this kind of like regular stream of communication through our blog. And eventually, I know we want to do a newsletter, and really just keep everyone in the loop with everything that we're up to. From conception. So like here you can see we have a post, the Umoja Foundation is born. So there we have a little story about how Tiffany met Joel, who is the founder of Dasom Ministries Orphanage, and how, their meeting was a little bit kismet. And the stars aligned. And so we have that information in there. We have posts. We have one post at least so far, working on another one about DASM. So that was one of our first posts. So you can go and read about Joel's story and their visions for the future. There's a lot in there about like the potential ways that we can partner with DASM to help them, build a farm so they can have self-sustaining resources over time and, educational opportunities. So that's a really cool read, especially just to get like really connected to the mission, because we also really want to, connect people globally, right? We want people to feel connected to our mission, to feel connected to the people that we support. We want this to feel like real, organic, web relationships, crossing these technological borders, as I think we've already touched on. Yeah, and another component of the blog maybe that I'll mention while we're talking about content, we also want to help bridge this gap between Web 2, especially like Web 2 philanthropy, and Web 3. We want to help modernize philanthropy by bringing in this non-Web 3 crowd. So with that, we are putting out some like educational content to help make it a little less scary, because at least coming from someone who's new to Web3, it's a little intimidating, all these terms and lingo. But if you can lay it all out for people, I think it makes it much more digestible and exciting.
Very nice. And well, since we are looking at the website of Umoja, what exactly does the name mean, Umoja, when you create the foundation?
Yeah. Umoja is Swahili, which is the native language that the individuals at DASA Ministries speak. I think English is the official language of Uganda, but a lot of the young children still speak Swahili, and it means unity. And that's really what we're aiming for here, is to, break down as many barriers and borders and, just the difficulties in kind of connecting with people and, focus on, unification among everybody. That's really what Umoja is about, what we aim towards, and what we really hope will resonate with our supporters.
That is perfect. Learning something new every day. So, friends, Umoja means unity.
Unity, yeah. Now you speak a little Swahili.
Yes. Thank you so for the Swahili 101 session. And I also see that on the webpage, it says that the empty collection, Umoja has an empty collection that is coming soon, right? Will be launched on the Tuesday. That is a very meaningful day. So would you like to talk more about the empty collection as well? And feel free to share screen if needed.
Yeah, definitely. I have our collection up here that is going to be available on Rarible. We specifically wanted to work with Rarible because, like Dalton said, like we want to have a lot of longevity with this project, and we understand the value behind royalties. Every single time an Umoja NFT is purchased in the second market or sold, like that royalty goes back towards the individuals in Uganda. They, things run out, food runs out, medicine runs out. We want to make sure that like we're creating a steady stream of income for them. And we also want people to never feel like they missed the boat here. Like at any point you can buy an Umoja NFT and know that, you aren't just buying a piece of art selfishly, you're buying it and money is going back to Uganda. Like a meal will be had because of actions you took. So let me just give like a quick run through of our collection. We have a total of 250 unique pieces. 200 of them have 30 editions, and we have 50 one-for-ones in here. And, what we really wanted to aim for with this style of art was, something that felt more dreamlike, more imaginative, something that we could take and really apply to anywhere in the world. We didn't want to have any type of appropriative type of art. We wanted something that felt more like a familiar dreamscape. because at the end of the day, all of these really come from the imagination of these children. If you look at any of these individually, you can see the actual prompt that they gave us. So how it works, like we wanted to make this as easy as we could for them. I know that even when I talk to my, local friends here in New York and I try to explain to them how the blockchain works and what it means to be non-fungible, like it's a tall order. So I wanted to make this as simple as possible for the kids in Uganda while still making them very much a part of this. This isn't just us, creating art and selling it on their behalf. Like they give us the subject. So here you can see, like, I imagine a single skyscraper surrounded by floating boats. And this was the result from that. Or with some of these others, with I imagine a lady dressed like a wizard holding a beautiful flower. And we kind of take that and, I feel strange calling myself any type of generative artist. I think of myself more as an interpreter. But, I try to take that idea and create something that like they can be proud of. And, they are already, seeing this, they get super excited. They want to sell this art themselves, like in their town, and try to figure out a way to print it or just like have it around their home. So it's exciting for us to know that it's exciting for them. And each of these pieces is going to be priced at the equivalent of $50 US. We wanted to hit a price point that was going to feel, attainable for anybody who wants to support, but also an amount that would actually make a difference in the lives of these individuals. So we're really excited to get this collection, out there for everyone to get a chance to, pick a piece that resonates most or best with them. I know I certainly have a few favorites that like I'm excited to purchase when we launch to help support us. But, at the end of the day, each piece is a connection to one of these kids in Uganda, and they're going to be absolutely ecstatic with anyone who purchases these, who appreciates their idea. We know that we really came to them with a tall order of like, hey, we have this plan to create a Web3 project using NFTs and blockchain and smart contracts, and very overwhelming from their point of view. But the goal is to really just be as simple as possible. And I can quickly walk you through what our process is, because it really is very simple. Pretty much we're given a prompt from the kids in at Dawson Ministries, and depending on their age, like some of them will have to be translated. Some of the younger kids are still learning English, but we take that prompt, we run that prompt through an imagination creator, which is a fancy way of saying Midjourney, and kind of apply our secret sauce to it to get it looking like this style. That art is minted with Manifold and turned into an NFT. You can view all of our smart contract information if you'd like on Etherscan, and then we sell that on Rarible with 7% royalties. And again, hitting on the fact that those royalties all go back to Dawson Ministries. We want to get past this phase of, I think, really putting out fires, like making sure there's always food in their kitchens. There's never nights that they have to skip meals. Like we're still in the phase of like, we need to get the fires out, and then we can begin to build. One of our goals is definitely to build them a proper house. A lot of these kids have to share rooms, share beds, and that can be tough. Their bed bugs are definitely a big problem from what they've told us there. And if a kid is sick, having to sleep in the same room as non-sick kids it's not ideal. And these are the kinds of things that most people, at least in the US and other first world countries, they've never even really had to consider. But these are things that like we are trying to solve on their behalf. And like I said before, they're really excited about this. Once I kind of got the idea across to them what we were gonna do, and they started seeing it, like it clicked, and they're really excited. And we really hope that we can do them justice in getting the word out and getting people interested in this project. And our collection, this first one, is called The Beginning because we really see it that way. Like, this is just the beginning, and there is much more to come from here.
Wow, this is just the beginning, and there's much more to come from here. That is just perfect. And I also check a lot of the artworks over here, and this is so good to know that each of the MT collection over here is actually from a child in Uganda, right? And using their description to create this artwork with the AI art tools. That is just a great idea. I don't know why any other project that never thought about it. So, do you also think Umoja is a nonprofit organization, or how do you introduce your project to other people? Maybe when you wanted to do marketing purposes, or maybe raise some capitals. Thank you.
Do you want me to take this, Tiffany, and you can add some color?
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, so technically we can't call ourselves a nonprofit organization, but Overseas, our partner, is a nonprofit. Eventually, we hope to turn this into a true nonprofit organization once we have the right capital in order to formulate the right type of organization that might be best to support the mission overall. So yes, our goal is eventually. Oh, go ahead, Tiffany, if you want to add some color to this, because I know that I feel like you answer this question all the time. But in terms of just the overall goal, it is to eventually evolve this into a nonprofit.
Yeah, I mean, I think that we're at a state right now where we're really looking to see, like, first off, is this project going to have support? Forming a nonprofit is a pretty, lengthy task in the US. It's not the easiest thing to do. But we knew that we could create. We wanted to build something regardless. Currently, Umoja is set up as an LLC, and we're really looking at what our options are. We understand that we're in the Web3 community, and perhaps a benefit to having not kicked off with that nonprofits kind of way of setting up is that we can look towards things like perhaps forming a DAO in the future, where we bring our community into the decision making. And it's not just one small board of individuals, which is what most nonprofits are. And, I think that's kind of where you see a lot of these, like, charities that are just like absolutely full of money and have these high paid execs, and like all the decisions are kind of made behind doors, like, or closed doors. Like, we want to explore options where, like, perhaps we can, build a community of people who are just hyper dedicated to this project, who want to be a part of the DAO and want to help with those major decisions on where the company goes and who we help in the future.
Thank you so much for explaining things with us. And well, I know that I'm not sure if whether or not I should ask the next question, because I think the Umoja projects at a different level, than other projects. But typically, our audience wanted to know about how about the utilities behind each of the NFTs, right? What's the holder's benefit? But I think this is basically, the profit will goes to child in need, right? Currently in Uganda. But do you mind to share more details about what they might be able to do with the money, and also how much percentage is going to be shared with them? Things like that, more details with the sales of the NFT collection. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think with in terms of like how the percentage in which we're putting towards it, like, our first and foremost goal is the items that we list out on our website. So if you scroll down to where the proceeds section, all of us, at the end of the day, do have full-time jobs. We are not looking to necessarily make this something where, like, we want to profit from it. But there are a handful of things, and even if it means depleting the entire account, like, everything goes towards Dawson Ministries. Like, that is first and foremost the goal. Certain things are easier to attain than others. $7,000 for farmland, $18,000 for a clean water project for them. Like, those are things that we know we want to hit. And beyond that, I think once we really understand the level in which we're going to receive support from people, the interest in this project, like we have big dreams. Like it's a personal dream of mine to open a school in Africa and give people access to better education. We'd love to take this model and bring it, like pick it up and drop it into a neighboring orphanage nearby, or to simply expand with inside of that community. I think that the allocation of funds will be first and foremost prioritized towards the mission. And we've really done our best to set this project up in such a lean way that we don't have much overhead at all.
Wow, that is just very good. Yes, because actually, well, I also know that you all are all docs, right? You share your names with everyone over here. Normally, a lot of the Web3 projects, they would not do that because, yeah, well, I don't know, because maybe Web3 is more with more privacy, right? But yeah, I also admire the ways that you are willing to do it, even though you already have full-time jobs at all three of you, right? But you are also want to spend more time and energy to want to do something good. So this is definitely very different from other projects. And how about any current plans? Because we know that the NFT community actually shrink a lot over the year, right? This year, especially the trading volume, oh my goodness, compared to last year was totally different. I think we kind of like go back to the trading volume when probably in about 2021 when NFT was just started to boom, right? How would you attract more people to support your collections and to mint it? Thank you. From the marketing side. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think with that, we understand that there is a handful of friction when it comes to getting, regular Web2 people to, get into Web3. Making yourself a wallet is not always an easy task. And, understanding the importance of that paper key is not always super easy to like kind of really get into the minds of like, someone who just never had to do it. They've always kind of just signed in with Google. But, we think that the goal of our project is not exclusive to Web3. The goal of our project is exclusive to humanity. And our hope is to not just attract the individuals who are in Web3 who want to purchase NFTs that actually make a difference in the world, but start bridging that gap between Web2 and Web3 and bring more individuals into the space just based off of their own personal altruism.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and just to piggyback off of that and to circle back to Tara's point on just some of the content that you might find in our blog, a big key here is reducing the friction for a broader audience. Those who have never purchased an NFT before, we welcome them to educate themselves, and hopefully they can use us as a vehicle to experience what that first transaction could look like. And we're here to hold their hand every step of the way, should they allow us to.
Mm-hmm. Got it. Yes. And well, so things like you say, Lee's question is not just for current Web3ers, right? How would you, well, I know through education, but still there are some barriers, right? Because how to, for example, on which blockchain are you going to launch this collection to, and how could they find USDT for Web2ers, right? For traditional art purchaser, or for traditional people who traditional community members who are not from the Web3 terms and who wanted to support, right? Is this collection available to purchase simply using credit cards or bank transfers or PayPal?
Yeah. So what we're looking into right now, like because we did mint with Manifold, there are certain integrations that we could explore where we could integrate with a tool called CrossMint that will allow for credit card purchases. Certain marketplaces, unfortunately, Rarible isn't one of them, do already accept credit cards. Like I think I bought my first NFT on like Nifty Gateway just with my credit card. So I think that not only are we starting to see more integrations become available, but more companies are starting to pop up that are specifically aimed at allowing people to just buy NFTs with their credit cards in a much more seamless way. Like we had a chat with NFT Pay a couple of days ago to see if like their platform would make sense to integrate with us. And, it's just great to see that like there are so many different companies who are actively thinking about and building these bridges in between the two, because like there definitely is a lot of friction in Web3. I know that as a designer who's been designing out a non-custodial wallet for the past 4 years with Stellar, like it's tough. It's really difficult to kind of take the complexity and just make it really user friendly, especially in like the frictionless world that we all live in now, where you can click a few buttons and have breakfast at your door in 20 minutes. This asks a little bit more of people, but we hope that the payoff for those who do go through the steps feels worth it for them, knowing what they're doing at the end of the day.
Yeah, doing good things. Yes, definitely. And are there any other specific countries or groups that you would like to help to on your list next?
Africa's a big place. So I think we've got a lot of work to do there. But, I think that's also part of the reason that we're looking to, as we grow this thing out, potentially put together, a small community DAO who can help us make these decisions. Doesn't make the most sense for us to stay just in Uganda and expand, just to our community, to our supporters, like, do they have specific suggestions on places that we can go? And because the model is, that I walked you through in that screen share is really so easy, like all a child really needs to do is imagine something. And with that, we're able to take that and turn it into the collection that you saw just here on Rarible. And, I think that with that, we definitely had a few other orphanages in the, I think, kind of surrounding areas of Uganda, like another one in Uganda, one in Kenya, I think, and one in Nigeria have like reached out to us just in kind of interest, seeing that we're doing this with Dawson Ministries and wondering how they can potentially get involved. So, it's really great that we're starting to see this outreach, and it's really just a matter of, understanding the level of support that we're going to receive from this first collection and what we're able to do with it, how we can expand it to all of these other people in need who, we don't even really need to seek out. They're seeking us out, and, would love for this project to succeed and to have a chance at like, bettering their own lives.
Wow. Yes, that is just great because you are doing something that is very good and also needed, right, for the community over there in Uganda. So definitely you are going to receive a lot of inquiries to see, hey, maybe we could also collab together. Perhaps there will be another collections from different groups pretty soon, maybe. And well, so far, which other than the fun, that specific institutions in Uganda, like you keep mentioning about, are there any other partnerships among different Web3 communities or projects that could help you to promote the emoji impact, right? Emoji project in Web3 world? Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, I think we, like, in total transparency, which again is our thing, we're fairly polished, but we're also still kicking things off. We work with a couple of agencies who are really helping us to build out our community, to do this type of outreach. That's part of the reason that we're, sitting here talking with you now. We would love to collaborate with other projects that have interest in this. If anyone watching this is another project who would be interested in working with us and trying to, perpetuate both of our agendas, we encourage you to join our Discord, to reach out. We want to dive into the community as much as possible and, really be a presence in it and, really try to be thought leaders in the space.
That is awesome. So now I would also like to share my screen because I wanted to let our audience know about the Umoja Project's official Twitter handle as well, since a lot of Web3ers, they also pay attention to Twitter or X, right, to receive update information from different project teams over here. And friends, well, this is definitely a project that I highly recommend everyone to learn about, right? Because we would like to do something good for the world and also make it a better environment for everyone, especially focus on children. And I was really touched when I check out the website already, but then I learned about that these artwork were actually from children in Uganda, right? From their imagination or what they dream about and what they envision, what they wanted to see, right? That would be very interesting and then become to a piece of art and then also a collection of NFT artwork. So friends, be sure to give the Umoja Impact team a follow and also help us to like retweet this event banner. And yeah, well, I know it's not sounds like I should not say that, but I'm going to give away crypto boxes for friends, who could help us to spread the world, right? And at this moment, oh my goodness, I just want to say a lot of good things, about charitable projects. But however, we still need some incentives, to encourage our Binance Live community members, help us to share the information to as many people as possible. And by requesting you all to do that, I have been giving away crypto rents, right? Crypto box rents to our live streaming friends over here. And I know a lot of people already got different crypto boxes already. And I do hope that you could also go to X or Twitter to help us to share this link. And friends, if you are also watching Binance Live's front page, let's take a look over there. I'm going to share my other screen. Yesterday, our event banner is also being featured on the homepage of Binance Live. It's up over here, yes, at the top of the screen, so more people could see us. And we do hope that you could share, please find some link to different communities. Perhaps we could connect to someone who wanted to contribute to the Umoja project in any ways, right? Just reach out to Len and then go to your Discord, open a ticket, and start to communicate with them. Thank you. And also, friends, and don't forget to visit the website over here. It is when you Google search Umoja, Umoja, right? Umoja beginning, Umoja, and then you can find their website and it will connect you to their empty collection. You can take a look already. This is just amazing. Look at each of the artwork and also check it out. Click on that and then check out each of the original prompt right behind the scene, right? Just like Tiffany already showcases. So I'm imagining girls playing over here in the hip of flower. This is really interesting. I love the design overall. And do you have any additional information that you would like to share with the community that we haven't covered?
Yeah, just one last thing. One last reminder that we mint on, or really, actually, we've covered all of the gas fees for pretty much everything aside from transferring it to your wallet because we just wanted to make this as seamless as possible. But we launch on November 28th for Giving Tuesday. And that launch period is going to be over 17 days. And that's to represent the 17 children who are officially registered at Dawson Ministries. They support many more on the day-to-day, but it's these 17 who we've worked with to really bring all of this to life. So just want to call that out. Please mark it in your calendars. We're really excited to give them a really great holiday.
Wow, 17 days of the empty collection sale represents 17 different children. That is amazing. And I also see that it's going to be on the ETH blockchain, right, Ethereum. And you mentioned that you are going to cover all the gas fees because we know that recently the gas fee is not cheap.
We covered pretty much everything that we could cover. I think there will be one fee to transfer it to your wallet. We simply just weren't able to cover that, but we covered everything else. We wanted to make this as easy as possible for people. We understood that in choosing Ethereum, we played around with it for a while in the very beginning, which would make the most sense. But I think based off of our goal to really try to, speak to the Web2 community as much as we can. Most people have heard of Ethereum. There is a little bit of inherent trust there. So we wanted to choose it based off of notoriety, but we also wanted to make sure that we were covering some of those high gas fees for individuals.
That is just totally amazing. Thank you so much, friends, for sharing the information with us. And also, friends, I wanted to share my screen again because we got people asking where to find the Discord link. Okay, I'm going to bring my screen up over here. And
Yeah,
friends, mhm.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Please finish.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No problem. Yeah, I was just going to let everyone know, like, if you go to the bottom of the web page, and you are going to see their social media, like your Twitter, Discord, and website over here, and then click on Discord, this mark, and it will take you to the Umoja Foundation community. And I do hope that we could have more people to join the community and learn more about the project and give some positive impact to the world, because this is much needed in Web3. We have been really, every time I have been doing AMA session to interview different projects nonstop for over 430 days since
Wow.
last year. And so interview over 1,000 different projects already, and but not often could we see project that really focusing on helping others, right? Most of the projects are about building a Web3 gaming community or building a NFT collection community, right? But not really building NFT collections, but then give the everything to help someone in the world, especially children in Uganda. I have been we have been all heard of Uganda from different news sources, right? We know that being in like war-torn areas and a lot of people in need, right? So really happy to see a project finally, right, wanted to help others in the world and provide good impact. So once again, friends, if you are also having a community or you are having a project and you wanted to collaborate with the Umoja team, be sure to also reach out to them. You could reach out them through either Twitter, right, or they have Discord, and just any ways that you could help. I think that is very good, doing something good, especially in the month of November. It's November 3rd, right? In the month of November, we want to do something good and towarding Thanksgiving holiday. And are you all based in the US?
We are. Yes. Yeah. We're all in New York City.
Wow. Okay, then we are not far away from each other. Nice. Are there any plans to do like on-site offline events to promote your project to more local people? Because I believe in New York there will also be a lot of people who wanted to help.
Yeah, absolutely. If anyone is local to New York, definitely keep an eye out for future events that we have planned. We know that NFT NYC is coming up. We'd love to have a presence, not there, then just around there. We'd love to kind of just throw benefit parties where we can, create a unique collection that's just for this purpose, and have an in-person event that like allows people to access this these physical purchases. But yeah, I would say many plans in the future. It really all just comes down to how we see the community respond to this project. So yeah, definitely pay us a visit. It's just Umoja.Foundation is our website. There you can pretty much be linked to anything, including our Discord, our Rarible. We try to link ourselves pretty much everywhere we have a presence. So hopefully it's not too difficult to find us.
Oh, yes, that is nice. Yeah, an offline benefit party to promote the art collection and in order to help more people in Uganda. I think that's a very good plan, especially in the holiday season, right? A lot of people are looking for gatherings and do something good, right? In November, this is a giving November. And how about Tara and Dalton? Do you also each of you want to share anything to wrap up today's session? Thank you.
Yeah, I can just piggyback off of what Tiffany said. I think that right now, this is our strongest push. And, depending on the type of community that we can formulate and just seeing how this grows over the course of the next few weeks, we really do want to have more of like a physical realm impact as well. So perhaps maybe tune in for a calendar of events. We'll be sure to make sure that that is publicly available for everyone to see. And if you're joining our Discord, we'll make sure that every step of the way you guys are kept in the loop.
That is just
yeah.
Yes, please, Tara.
Sorry. Just to piggyback off of that as well. Please feel free to, yes, join the Discord, come hang out with us, follow us on Twitter or X, hang out with us there. We'd love to interact with you. We'd love to answer any of your questions. We're open. We're open to chat and collab and make new friends. So come check us out.
Thank you so much, everyone. I feel like we are full of love and thankfulness over here. And we're grateful for everything that you do to make the world a better place, especially for children who are impacted by different reasons. And I see a lot of people saying thanks over here, and thumb up to the Umoja team over here. Oh, nice. I am going to screenshot it because I see people putting thumbs up emoji over here in our live stream sessions. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, our audience, for watching us. We have close to 4,000 views already, and we will continue to do replays for our previous part of this AMA, because in case, right, just in case some people join this live streaming a bit of late and wanted to catch up a lot of the information. So no worries, friends. We will do replays, and then later I will upload the complete interview with Umoja team to the Finest Cloud, and then it will be replayable again and again at your convenience for a long time. Once again, shout out to Tiffany, Tara, and Dalton. Thank you for spending your precious Friday morning with us. Thank you.
Yes, and thank you to you, Moonlight. Super appreciate you talking with us. It's been so much fun. This is our first official AMA, and you just made it so comfortable and great. And thank you to everybody watching. I wish we could see people or comments, but maybe it makes you feel safer to just see these familiar faces. But thank you to everyone. We really hope that you enjoy our project and support what we're working on. We're very excited.
Thank you. Oh my goodness. Wow. Thank you so much. And well, feel free to click on the red button to leave the studio and continue your day. I know it must be very busy since you all have works, right, to do. Thank you.
Great. Thanks so much,
Bye.
everybody.
Bye. Thank you. See you next time. Thank you. Okay, friends. This is definitely a AMA section full of love, right? And I believe you all feel the warmth from our screen, from our live streaming. And I definitely love this project. Friends, I wanted to share my screen one more time because I really wanted to see more people to join their Discord and connect with them. So give them a follow. So I am going to give away crypto boxes to friends who could retweet, take 3 friends, and follow our Umoja team over here, the Umoja Impact team, and to learn more about the good things that they are doing, digital art for the greater good. This is really important to help people, especially children in need in Uganda. They're going to give 100% of the profit to 17 different children who sign up with a foundation, the Taoism Foundation, right, over there in Uganda. And friends, this is November, the Thanksgiving month, right? And they are going to launch the collection on a Giving Tuesday. The Giving Tuesday. For people who don't really familiar with the U.S. culture, well, in November and also in the holiday season, right, we do normally have the tradition to do a lot of good things. So, and Giving Tuesday is kind of reminding us that we wanted to do something good, right? To transform lives, transform other people's life in a good way, to do good impact, right? And so I wanted to, okay, so I want to let everyone know the kind of like the terms, right? What exactly is Giving Tuesday? Giving Tuesday is actually a global movement that aims to encourage people to spread generosity through philanthropy. And Giving Tuesday takes place every year on the Tuesday following Thanksgiving and Cyber Monday, because we have been all stuffed with turkey, right? And a lot of good, yummy, maybe like sweet potato pies, right? Pumpkin pies, right? So after that, very exciting holiday events and also shoppings, right? Shop a lot, like Cyber Monday, oh my goodness. And many organizations or companies and nonprofits and individuals, they want to donate either goods or donate money, right, to participate in this very meaningful day. So it is common to see brands and companies launching giving campaigns as a way to showcase their mission and to increase brand image. Ultimately, this day, the Giving Tuesday, the Tuesday after Thanksgiving, it serves as a reminder for people to give back in whatever amount or whatever format or whatever acts of kindness they could do it. So this year on November 28th is a Tuesday, right? It's a Giving Tuesday. If you haven't planned to do anything, you might want to check out the Umoja team, right, to see what they are doing and also to give them support, right? This is really, really important. And and their project is transparent, trustworthy, and very, very well. Just really lots of good things to say to learn. And of course, the proceeds from the sales and ongoing resales or Umoja's charity MT going to provide life-sustaining aid to their partner. Their partner is in Uganda, the Dawson Ministries Orphanage, as an orphanage, as well as expansion efforts to eventually broaden their reach across Uganda or Africa and beyond. And first, they are going to target Africa as a place to provide a lot of help over there. And not only that, but each of the Umoja aunties starts in the minds of those in it impacts. So through through the AI tools, right, the artistic visions of the children at Dawson are transformed into a cohesive dream-like collection. This is just very, very cool, and I highly recommend everyone to take a look of this art collection over here. Let me share my screen one more time over here, right? This is just awesome when you look at the dream or the envision of each of the child, right? It's so unique, and you could feel you are connecting with them through those artwork. So friends, be sure to give it a try and visit their website to learn more about this project. I hope you like today's AMA session because I love it so much. Just love it. This is full of hope and thankful and love, and this is just full of the spirit of November, right? The Thanksgiving spirit. And once again, thank you so much, everyone, for being here. We have over 4,000 live views over here, and we are going to do our replays. Before that, let me play our wrapping up video over here. And once again, shout out to all of you who tune in. No matter where you are, we would like to reach out to you and stay connected in Web3. Thank you so much, everyone. Let me play the ending video. Okie dokie, we have been live streaming across different social media platforms, and now we would like to say bye to friends who are watching through our YouTube live. Thank you so much for supporting us over there. And we're going to also say bye to friends who are watching us on Twitch. Thank